This is HurricaneSports.com sitting down with head coach of the rowing team, Andrew Carter. Coach Carter, can you talk to us a little bit about the upcoming season?
Yeah, it's we're pretty excited about this season. We have a very young squad. My first recruiting class here at Miami, and we're really excited to see what they can do. They had an outstanding fall rowing as a group in the freshman division, and in the spring we'll be using them in our varsity crews. A lot of them have earned their way in there, and it's going to be a good measuring post for the future of our program.
Obviously, you guys are very, very young with 17 freshmen on the squad. Just talk about that a little bit, just being so young and with not that many upperclassmen.
Well, one of the things that we did in recruiting this first class, and it being a fairly large class, is we were really keen to find leaders from the junior rowing community, and I think we were really successful in that. So there's a lot of energy on the team as a result of its youth, but at the same time, we've got some good leadership from our returners. We have one senior who also happens to be one of our captains, a junior happens to be one of our captains. They're providing tremendous leadership, getting our first year group normed into collegiate rowing, which is one of the things that they didn't have in their file folder when they got here. But I think that the leadership in terms of training ethic, excitement about racing, their approach to racing, this is all things that are really benefiting our program right now with our first year class.
Now, your first exhibition match is this Saturday against Michigan. Talk a little bit about that, a little bit the excitement of getting the season underway.
Well, there is a lot of excitement. I think that you know, rowing is one of those sports where we train a lot and race a little. So we have at this stage a group of women who are really chomping at the bit to come out of this long training period that we have that runs from basically the beginning of November right through until March, where they have no outlet for their competitive fire. So at this stage, I think it's a great opportunity to go against Michigan. This is sort of an annual thing that happens with them. They're coming to Florida. They'll be training for a week in the warm weather that we are blessed with having 365. But it's a great, again, I use the term measuring post, but Michigan is a national power, and they are every year. So this is a great way for us to go out and have an idea of where we stand right from day one. It's a pretty low-key competition, but it's a good way to be able to measure our speed.
Now, talk about, again, the upcoming season a little bit in terms of goals that you guys have set for yourself. Is there any measurable goals in terms of place you want to finish in the ACCs, or is it more just, you know, you want to have a good season? Just talk about that for a little bit.
Well, I think the ACC is certainly one of our main focuses. Last year, we had a very small roster, but that roster, I think, really dug deep at the ACC regatta, and they came up pretty big considering where we were on paper. They raced quite successfully, finishing fourth in the top event, the Varsity 8 event, and that's something we would certainly like to maintain, especially considering the youth of our squad. I mean, going in there and racing basically a freshman class against the big kids from the other schools is a tall order. I think our students are up to it, but it's certainly something that we have our eye on. We'd like to, at minimum, maintain that fourth place standing and see if we can't put a little bit of a dent in terms of speed versus some of the top competition there. But it's a deep field at the ACC. You know, our current reigning NCAA champion team is here in our own conference in Virginia, so we know when we go to the ACC that is where we're going to have a true evaluation of where we are, because that's national level competition.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Coach, and good luck on the upcoming season.
Thank you very much.